Hello creation, I hope you're well. Tired day today, knackered. Anyway, this is called Reclaim Your Power. It's only half a page. At times I look for inspiration. Don't have. At times I look for inspiration as to what the flow of ink brings next. At times I tend to power out and just feel so perplexed. I often sit and wonder if I'd have been happier with closed mind. Is ignorance not bliss? Well, you have to know you're lost to be found. You'll find. I do not sit and worry for a future yet to come, as this is non-productive and reaps depletion of the fun. When all you have is sorrow and the laughter fades away, you have to find the positive, or in the darkness you will stay. Once I could not help myself, or so illusions fed. I'd listened to the narrative within this tired head. To say this was a draining way to spend my precious time is to vastly underestimate this role I play in life. Sometimes tests we have to face go far beyond expected. When human form exceeds the norm, this feat must be respected. And as the worth of what's been done hits home to those who judge, they too shall bow and give credit, dissolving every grudge. At times there is no need to try. We have to let it be. To try too hard can bring results that keep you from your dream. It would be wise just to sit and let go of all that is. When peace is found, mind, body and soul aligned, we'll see burdens released. Then clarity comes to the fore to help you make your enlightened decision, and with inner knowing and self-belief you will move forward with precision. At times we have to take that time to be just by ourselves. It is paramount in bringing about well-being and good health. If you always feel that you have to be with the others every hour, then there'll come a time that demands of you for you to reclaim your power. Why do human beings, particular expressions of consciousness, want to be always in the company of others and not by themselves? I, for one, have been in that situation, and I know that it's because I would have to face myself, and sometimes we have to do that. For us to move forward, we have to accept what we have either done or been or said or whatever. If we have that low self-worth, that can be I actually know human beings who would rather be with another expression of consciousness, regardless of how they are being treated by that other expression of consciousness. They would rather put up with being downtrodden, being disrespected, being abused. It's all abuse, one way or another, than take hold of their own power and in essence do what's best for themselves, and that's to get the bloody hell out of there. You know, start afresh, start anew, find your power, find yourself, find your self-worth, because as I've said many times before, you are all worthy of the best that life can offer, not the worst, not the worst. No. It can be so daunting when you have to uproot, you know, head into the unknown. It takes such a lot of courage to do that. But you all have that courage within you. Even if you're absolutely petrified, it's the fear that's got a hold of you. That's a trick of the mind. That's unfortunately what one's being conditioned into. But those conditions can be, you know, your belief system can be reprogrammed. It really can. And you can free yourself from those shackles of fear. You really can. Yeah. And once you do that, you know, oh, I tell you what, there's nothing like it. The exhilaration when you realise that you've owned your power, you've taken it back, you've got yourself away from those abusers, those, you know, who are not worthy of your energy, but would look to control you and your energy for the rest of your lives, and even see you in a grave, that even see you perish, and they won't care. Those narcissists, they wouldn't care. So do yourselves a favour, if you are in this predicament, or if you're living under those situations, find your power, because you're bloody worthwhile. You don't deserve that shit. Get out of there. Look after you and get out of there. Anyway, this is not aimed to destroy anything. This is aimed to rebuild those who are already broken. All the best. Alright, that's it for now. Take care.